Should be a great one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And right away he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I would guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there? They'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them. And that's why they got after them early.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Fields. He'll be hit and taken down at the 2. Pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Myers' kick is good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. This out quickly to Williams. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's good for an Eagles.
Hurts. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. His throw is going to be incomplete. The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jameson Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra points are to a 7-3 lead. this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the side. And there's the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward. They kick it here, and it's good. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to be set up beautifully. A heck of a return down inside the 40-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Touchdown, Chicago! Justin Fields, 35 yards. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and it makes the score 21-10. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. Now he's free at the 35. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offense...
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Cook again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they got this one up to the 35-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Here's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
In punt formation.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw is Fields. To the right side, complete to Taylor. He's still on his feet. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Chicago. Jonathan Taylor, 74 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-17. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this right upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 14 yards, but they're still on the shot. First as that leads to 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They'll look to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Come on, guys, you got this. Let's win.
Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The field's going to change things up here. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this ball incomplete. It looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Bears first down.
On first down, it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So two words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
Forced out to his left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Fields on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. Jonathan Taylor. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown Bears. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Middle of the field to Jefferson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play action with Hurts. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Complete. Jefferson to target. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the...
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll make a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Third and long. It's Fields.
He finds Austin complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard.
Hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fighting down past the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Fields. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 3rd down, less than a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We did talk about this a lot. The corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he will have the Bears 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Fields now to throw.
Dancing to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to the next third down. This is a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open. He couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw.
That's complete. It's Cook.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to it.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Here's 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Odafe Oweh on the tackle. A loss of 4 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
And the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. First throw in overtime by Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Pick up about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He had a man open, but he missed it. It's incomplete.
Temptation to go for it, probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Yeah,
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
They snap it to Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play call to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the 50, here's Fields.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. To throw is Fields.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Fields able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Hurts.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing is Hurts.
With the left side, and it's complete. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
Back to throw. Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Kramer. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
He's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years.